everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we got a final update on the best free 90 overall Zero Chill heroes to add to your MUT 24 squad. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Before we go over the players, and I don't know how many of you guys actually need this video, because we've had now 4 drops of these Zero Chill cards. A lot of you have probably already earned and opened up these packs, but I do want to talk about it. So if you go into your Zero Chill Field Pass, not your Season 3 Field Pass, but your Zero Chill Field Pass, 2 things to go over. Number 1, go to your Objectives tab, go down to the Madden Express Stop Schedule. If you didn't knock out these 4 objectives, unfortunately, you're going to miss out, because one of the 4 objectives is to purchase a present in the Snowflake store. Snowflake store is gone. The only thing you can really use snowflakes on right now is upgrading stocking stuffer players, which really isn't even worth it. So if you did complete these 4 objectives, reaching level 5 in a field pass, knocking out the first Book 1 Chapter 10 solos, earning 50 stars in that sequence, buying something in the Snowflake store, and then completing a Zero Chill set, you would have unlocked a strategy item that gives you a bunch of different boosts to any Zero Chill card on your team. And the most important one here is going to be +1 speed. So if you have this, make sure you go ahead and equip it. I don't know when it's going to expire, but it is a key to making these 90 overall cards a little bit better. For the most part, you're not going to be wanting to use any of these without that strategy item, because they're just not the greatest cards in the world. Now, if you go into this Zero Chill Field Pass and look at either level 17 or scroll back to level 10, this is where you're going to earn these fantasy packs. I know some people maybe just got the game for Christmas or the holidays and you're playing catch up. So if you get to these packs, you hopefully now will have all of the choices in front of you. If you earn one of these packs before part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even part 6 came out, there were 4 drops of Zero Chill. One of the drops was Presence, the other was with Ghost. That totals to 6. But if you happen to open these up and then back out of them, they're not going to update. Now, if you earn the pack and then held on to the pack and you open it up now, it should have all available choices to you. Or if you earn the packs after yesterday, which was Thursday, December 28th, the pack should also contain all of the options. So I'm on my no money spent account right now, and I actually did earn the pack yesterday evening, like after the content dropped. And if I go into the pack here, you're going to see that all of the available choices are there. We are going to give you cards from pretty much every drop, so depending on what's available in here, we're going to have an option for you. But as you can see in the back of the pack here, we have some of the newer options. So let's go through all of the best ones here, and we're going to start with the offensive line, which I think this is probably the best way to use your picks out of this free pack, this free fantasy pack, is building your O-line. So we got 4 options for you, and it depends on what you might need to be upgrading. The first one is Kelvin Throckmorton, which isn't a bad card at left guard here. 89 strength, 87 awareness, 90 pass block, and 91 run block. The only thing with this card, and the reason I would probably skip it, is if you're pretty far along on your Season 3 Field Pass, you get a free left guard 92 overall Bruce Matthews. I think it's level 45. Now, if you're nowhere near that and you just got the game, you're probably not going to get there because you got like less than 2 weeks to do so. Then go ahead and pick up this card. It's great to build your offensive line with free options like this, so you can spend your coins on the skill position players. On the opposite side at guard, you got Graham Glasgow, 92 strength, 90 awareness. His pass block's only 86, run block 87, so not a great card, but he can certainly fill a void at the right guard position if you've been needing or meaning to upgrade it. Corey Lindsley is another one at center. There's a lot of good free options. If you've been playing the game for a while, you probably still have the free Jason Kelsey from the Season 2 Field Pass, or Team Captain Kevin Mawai, which can go all the way up to a 92 overall. So you got some good free options at center. If you're not using either of those, Corey Lindsley's not a bad option there. 91 strength, 90 awareness, 92 pass block, only 85 run block. So don't get him if you're a heavy toter and you run the ball a ton. And then a newer card that came out yesterday is right tackle Braden Smith. And I'm probably going to be taking this card on my no money spent account. At right tackle, he gives you 91 strength, only 85 awareness. That's pretty bad. 86 pass block and 88 run block. It's not the greatest card. The only reason I'm going to pick it up is because I have a 90 overall Darnell Wright at the position, and that card's auctionable, and I rather use that card to either make some coin or build out a 93 overall Zero Chill or Ghost card with it, and I can use this B&D card to replace that one. Again, you're probably not going to notice a huge difference. To me, offensive lineman, the most important thing is height and weight, and Braden Smith's 315 pounds and 6'6". So those are all your offensive linemen. One other option on offense, all the skill position players stink. There's no good quarterback, running back, tight end, wide receiver. You got Alec Ingold. So if you missed out on the Donald Penn drop program, which ends today, and you're looking for a fullback, Alec Ingold's a good option also, because if you just want to see a higher number on your overall, a lot of you look at the top right of the card or the screen and think, you know, I just need a higher number there to have a better team. Sometimes that's the case. A lot of times it's not. But if you're an overall nerd, fullback counts towards your total overall, and having a 90 overall there, if you don't have something higher at this point, will help out. So 89 strength, 89 awareness. His lead block's really good at 92. His run block at 78 stinks, but this card generally will just fill a depth chart position for you, and it's a good free pick. Let's move over to defense. This is where the better cards are going to be found. Pete Werner is probably one of my favorite out of all of these cards. Pretty good budget option as a user. 6'3", 91 speed, 94 acceleration. He doesn't have great man or zone coverage, so you don't really want to let the computer control him, but he does have good tackle at 90 and 88 block shed. So he's a good user because he's tall, he's fast, he gets lurk artist for 1 AP, and then he gives you 90 tackle, 88 block shed, which is going to be good against the run. Again, just don't let the AI control him too much when you think your opponent's passing the ball, because he's not going to be great in coverage. He's just going to be a really, really good user. We got some pass rushers for you. Uchenna Nwosu is going to be one of them. 89 speed. Remember, with the strategy item, every player we've gone through can go up 1 in speed, up in acceleration, up in route running, up in man and zone coverage. Acceleration at 92 for Nwosu. Again, 89 speed that can go to 90. Finesse move at 89. Block shed 81. Power move at 72. He's not the best option, but if you're looking for two pass rushers, and just like we talked about it with the offensive line, I love building my offensive and defensive lines with free cards on my no money spent account like this. Here's one option for you. The other is going to be Justin Matabuki, which I think you can play at defensive tackle as well, because he's not that fast. He's not that big either with 293 pounds, but I do like everything else on the card here. So you can get him up to 80 speed and 80 acceleration, but he gives you 89 strength, 91 tackle, 88 block shed, 88 power move, and 87 finesse move. Just really well balanced. Not a bad left or right end if you're trying to stop the run, but you can move him into defensive tackle 1 or 2 as well. And neither of those cards, most of the cards we've talked about so far, I think all of the cards we talked about aside from Pete Werner, you don't really need to waste any AP or put abilities on. Now, let's talk secondary before we get out of here. We have 2 cornerbacks, and it's going to be based off of your style of play. The first one is Nate Hobbs, 6 foot even, 92 speed that can get to 93, 93 acceleration that can get to 94. His play rec and his man coverage and his press also are terrible. Press isn't awful, but it's not great. He's really good at zone coverage. So if you play zone coverage 100% of the time, this is a good budget corner for you. Between the zero chill strategy item, the hybrid slot, and the regular defensive slot for chemistries, you could potentially get him to 95 zone. But I want to stress, do not put this card in man coverage at all. If you play a lot of man coverage, the option you're going to want to go with is Deontay Banks. He's 6'2", 91 speed. You can get that to 92. Agility's pretty good at 90 as well. He gives you 90 man coverage. I also would recommend not putting him in zone or pressing him. I think he's a good slot option for a man coverage guy as well, but him and Hobbs are basically 2 different play styles, but at least you have your choice of one or the other based on how you play. Now at strong safety, and this is one of my favorite picks, I think top 3 is Darnell Savage, 92 speed, 91 acceleration, man coverage at 87, which can go up to 89 with that zero chill strategy item, and then the zone coverage is already at 90. He gives you good hit power as well. He is only 5'11", but luckily he gets pick artists. The 2 cornerbacks we just went over do not get pick artists, and pick artists to me makes a lot of cornerbacks who are shorter play taller. They get better animations. I'm seeing it with Antoine Winfield, which is a ghost card who pretty much has the same height. He gets pick artists for 1 AP or 0. I can't remember off the top of my head. He's been getting interceptions. CD Deuce, the AKA card, same thing. Troy Polamalu, same thing. So if you're looking for a safety that can play coverage for you and get interceptions, this is a pretty good free option. And we close it out with a punter. That's right. Just like we talked about with Alec Ingold and the fullback, punters matter, special teams matter, and having a high overall punter and kicker do also play a factor in what your total team overall is. So if you're an overall nerd, and I know a lot of you don't punt in MUT, I don't often, this card will help you have a higher overall. That's really it at the end of the day. And who wants to spend their coins on a punter as well? Like, the options in this free fantasy pack aren't amazing. We just laid out all of the best ones for you. But I went with the punter on No Money Spent. I went with it on my main team as well for my first pick, and I think all of you should too as well. And there you have it. Those are the best cards that you can get from the 90 overall Zero Chill Fantasy Pack, the final update. Let me know who you picked down below in the comment section, and thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.